Hey guys, how you doing? My name is Shawn Hawkins and I am going to teach you guys about one point perspective today. I don't know if you guys have already learned about perspective before. Oops, sorry, messing up. But today I'm going to teach you how I do it. It's not really different than how you were taught probably, but I just want to show you something, very quick, just something very quick so you guys can also, this is also for you guys to let me know, how I did, if I'm going too fast, if my voice is too low, just let us know in your comments how I did. Okay, to the lesson. So, perspective in general is very, very important. When you when you get into learning perspective, it helps you to create depth into your pieces, into your flat work. So when I say flat work, I mean, anything on paper. So right now, this is like our picture plane. This would be like a piece of paper, this box right here. So perspective is very important for creating depth, showing size, comparison. You see it whenever, like in anything, even in the world we live in, it's all perspective and three-dimensional. So perspective essentially is a way for you to create three-dimensional work. So what I'm going to show you is one point. So you do this with a ruler so your lines will be straighter than mine. So you grab a ruler. You can pause this, grab a ruler real quick. We'll still be here, because you paused it. So what you want to do after you grab your ruler, you want to make one line going from one side to the other. I'll actually draw that out so you guys can see it. So from one side of the picture plane to the other, or your piece of paper, and then on anywhere on this line we're going to place our vanishing point. So I'm going to place it to the side here so we can see the perspective better. So you place your vanishing point. So what we want to do next, we're going to start, basic. We're going to place a square down. So pick any spot that you want and we're going to draw a square. And use your ruler when you're drawing your square too, so your lines will be way straighter than mine are. So you have our square here. Now the name of the game is to make a line that connects the vanishing point here to the corner of our square here. So go from there to there, from there to there, and then use your ruler for this too. So your lines will be accurate. And then from here to here. I'm having a tough time with this one. I'm going to cheat. Sorry. Okay, and then you want to make one from here to here. So now, what we're going to do, and you know what? There's a better process for that actually. So what we're going to do, place your first two, let's put a line down anywhere within, as long as it's touching these lines. And then we're going to place our next line, and we're going to connect that. And you want to make these lines perfectly straight, so you want to use your ruler for these lines too. One thing about one point is it could be a little difficult for here, but I'm going to show you some other stuff too after this. So you erase these lines, and you erase these lines, and there you go, we have a cube. Okay, it's pretty simple. So we're going to make one again. We're going to make one up here above our horizon line. So place a quick square down with your ruler, of course. And you want to use your ruler to make your lines so they're straighter than mine. pick any spot between these two lines and make a line. And you want to put another one. And you want straight lines. You don't want curvy lines like I'm making. And then you pick this corner here and you go straight over. So now we're going to erase these lines here. Okay. So let's erase these. Try to keep this whole thing pretty clean. Alright. And there's our boxes. Okay. Alright, so we have two boxes here. Now, there are different factors that come into play when you're making perspective, so I'm going to show you these now, and then you'll be able to experiment with them in other when you start talking about the different types of perspectives. So I'm going to make another box here, just a smaller one, just to show you guys what's going on here. Now I'm going to place the horizon line high up. Place it high up on the page, and then we'll put it on the same side, the vanishing point on the same side as our other picture here. So to the right side. You can pick the left side, it's all up to you. You can pick the center, right side, left side, it's all up to you. So what we do now, we place our square like last time, and then we connect using your ruler. You'll connect the vanishing point to the corners, and then pick any spot and make your straight line here, and then your straight line here. Then we'll erase these other lines. And if I'm going too fast, you can pause the video, go back to the beginning, or just let us know in the comments and I'll slow down for the next time. Okay. Now the reason I placed the horizon line higher is because now we get a bird's eye view of whatever is down here. And when I say bird's eye view, what I mean is, imagine you're flying in the sky, or you're flying around, and the way that you will see things is you're looking down on it. So you'll see a lot of the top plane, like the top part right here. So, and I just wanted to show you guys that because I was having an issue here creating the top plane, and I wanted to show you guys, what the top plane would look like. So, next part. So, so the next thing we're going to do, we're going to place the horizon line lower this time. So, I'm going to place it down here. Ooh, ooh. I'm about to mess up. Sorry. Accidentally hit the magnifying glass. I didn't want that. Okay, so back to what we were doing. Going to use your ruler and make your horizon line low on your picture plane. Then we're going to place our vanishing point. Then we're going to make our box. So we're going to make our square right here. And then we'll connect the vanishing point to the two corners that are on the same side, that are towards the vanishing point. And then we'll make another one straight down. Now, I forgot to mention this earlier, but I'll mention it now. The important thing about the lines you place that help to create the 3D effect, you want them to be parallel to whatever other line you're placing it near. So like right now we're just going to see the side plane of the cube, but so we want this line to be parallel just for now. There will be times where it actually won't be parallel, but for now we want it to be parallel so we can just create this cube effect. So now we place the horizon line lower, so now we're looking up at this. So now it's like we're down here and we're looking up at this, you know. So yeah, sorry, I'm zooming out too much. I'm so sorry. Alright, so that's just a quick and easy way to make 1 point perspective. Um, Next video is going to be about 2 point, and we'll, play around with that, and I'll tell you the difference about, what's different about 2 point perspective, because once you get into that, you start being able to create more depth, but then it's also a little bit more complicated. So we'll play around with that. I suggest practicing this, really just having a good time with this, creating a bunch of boxes on paper, and then by the time next video comes, you'll be a pro at 1 point perspective. So I will see you guys next week, and hopefully this helps you guys. Let us know how this went, and I will change how I teach things accordingly. Okay?